My name is Maya and I work in a busy office. Why do I wake in the same meeting room with a secret on the table? I sit at my desk. The clock says 9. My colleagues smile, but I feel cold. I see the same boss and the same papers. A small notebook sits near the coffee mug. I open it and a short note reads a name. I have a deadline today. I want the promotion. I also fear the truth will change everything. Suddenly the lights blink. I hear a voice say my name. I am trapped in one morning. I see the same scene again and again. I must find out who lied to me and why my life repeats. The first time I woke like this, I thought it was a dream. I sat up in my small office chair. My team mill is full of quiet voices. The meeting starts at 9. My boss, Mr. Lane, walks in with a folder. He is the CEO's right hand. He smiles and says, "Good morning." I feel the same chill. I look at my coworker Anna. She is my closest colleague. She whispers, "Are you ready?" I say, "Yes. I am ready. I have a big project. The project can give me a promotion. My salary will grow." I stay calm, but my hands shake. My phone shows a text from an unknown number. The text says only one word, "Stop." I do not know who sent it. I move the small notebook near my coffee. Inside I find a list of names and short notes. One note says, "Do not tell the CEO." Another says, "If you want the raise, do this." I feel betrayed and afraid. The meeting begins. We speak about the deadline. I answer a question. I speak clearly. Mr. Lane nods. He asks me to lead a new task with an intern. The intern is young and eager. I feel proud. Anna smiles at me in a strange way. I remember the note and my heart drops. I try to read the faces around the table. They look calm. After the meeting, I walk to the kitchen. I find Anna by the sink. I ask, "Did you write the note?" She laughs too loud. She says, "No, Maya. Why would I do that?" I say, "Who would want my promotion?" She says, "Maybe your work is very good." I want to trust her, but a doubt grows in my chest. The day passes. I open my laptop. The same small notebook sits under a stack of files. I did not put it there. My mind repeats that small word, "Stop." I go home late. I sleep and wake to the same sound of the elevator. I realized I lived the same morning again. The loop begins. I must find the start and the secret behind the notebook. The loop comes back every morning. Each day I try a new choice. I test small things at the office. I change my coffee cup. I sit in a new chair. The scene repeats, but small details shift. The notebook moves often. I spy on people who touch it. I watch Mr. Lane and Anna closely. I look at the intern, Tom. He reads the project notes with wide eyes. I think of resign or stay. My mind races. One day I grab the notebook before the meeting. I open it in the elevator. The pages are full of short notes. Some notes are about salary and promotion. One note says, "Fake a mistake." Another note reads, "Make Anna look bad." My hands are cold. I feel the word betrayed again. Who plans this? I go back to the office and hide the notebook in my desk. At the meeting, I watch Anna's face. She glances at the CEO. I see a tiny paper in her hand. I wait for her to speak, but she stays quiet. After the meeting, I follow Anna to the small meeting room. I open the door slowly. She talks to Tom in a low voice. They speak about a fake error and a new timeline for the deadline. Tom says the CEO will be angry. Anna says, "Do not worry. Maya will take the blame first. Then she will leave." I feel my chest tighten. I ask, "Why would you do that?" Anna turns and looks at me. She says, "You are focused on your promotion. We need a fresh face. You are a good cover." I feel tears. I step back and the world tips. The elevator dings. I wake at 9 again. I try to tell Mr. Lane. He does not listen. He is on the phone about salary numbers. He says, "We cannot lose time." I feel alone. I think of the deadline and the project. The deadline grows closer. I try to change the loop. I burn the small paper in the restroom. The note is gone, but the morning still repeats. I learn that actions in the loop do not stop the loop easily. Each try gives me a new clue. I find who wrote the first note by reading small handwriting styles. The hand matches the intern's pen. I must decide how to use this fact. I need proof to show the CEO. I cannot go alone. I now know more, but I still wake to 9 o'clock. The loop feels like a test. I walk to the CEO's office slowly. I want to tell the truth. I want justice. I also fear being fired. I think about my salary and my family. I think about the promotion and the project too. The CEO is busy with calls. He plans a meeting about the project. I sit in the waiting room. Tom walks past and drops a paper. On it is a quick note, "If Maya looks bad, I get the job." I pick it up. My hands shake. I have proof. I run to Mr. Lane. I ask him to read the note. He reads and frowns. He says, this is serious. He calls the CEO. The CEO orders a meeting for 5 minutes. I stand in front of the room and I tell the truth. I speak slow. I show the small pieces of paper and the note I found. Anna looks at me with wide eyes. Tom looks guilty. Anna speaks first. She says, I only helped a little. Her voice is small. Tom says, it was my idea. He looks at me and cries. The CEO listens in silence. He says, this is a breach of trust. We take this matter very seriously. He asks HR to investigate. I feel hope. Then the loop breaks. The clock ticks forward. I feel a strange relief. But the next morning the loop returns once more. This time I wake with a memory of the whole argument. I run to the meeting and I prepare more. I record voices on my phone. I place copies of the notes in the CEO's inbox. I speak with HR and show proof. Anna cannot lie for long. The company calls Tom and Anna into a quiet room. They confess. The CEO says, we will protect honest workers. He asks me if I want to stay. I want to say yes. I think of resign and of the pain. I remember the nights I repeated. The loop taught me to be brave. The final decision is still mine. The loop ends on a quiet afternoon. The CEO calls me to his office. He thanks me for my honesty. He offers me a real promotion. He says he will increase my salary. I feel tears of joy. I also learn that Tom and Anna will attend training and will not be fired. The company wants to help them learn. I choose not to get revenge. I say I want a fair team. I think a leader must help others to grow. I learn a simple lesson. Truth and calm words can change a place. I learn that fear can hide the truth. I learn to speak up before I resign. I learn to keep small proof when needed. I keep the notebook safe in my drawer as a reminder. I leave the office that day with a steady step. I am not perfect, but I am brave. If you face a hard moment at work, speak and find support. You can change your story with honest choices and patience.